But with that being said, one of my favorite childhood memories is playing Make Believe, and this next game perfectly encapsulates that experience. Join me, everyone, in welcoming Mango with Lil Gator Game Any %.
Guy here, and their quest in creating like the coolest game ever. So we are going to quickly look into the settings here because I'm able to rename my character. And if I could just ask Sug to quickly remind me what that name was.
Yes, so we actually had a last second snipe with a $5 donation from Mel 1997 who says, I'm here for Lil Gator. So that is going to be WIDDLE.
Okay.
Space GWATOR.
I love that so much. Thank you. And we're just going to say, yep, I am sure. And we've now changed our name to Lil Gator. One more thing to look at is the speedrun mode. We have a few different settings within the speedrun mode, which are the time checks, which are sort of in-game built-in splits. I'll get into those as we get to them because, you know, a little tiny bit of spoilers in them, but that's okay. We also have auto attack, which is like with our sword, it'll swing as fast as it can, as long as we hold the button down. And then all of the text in the game will get spammed through automatically. So... Okay, so if we are all set to go, time will begin as soon as I click new game here. In about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. And right at the start here, we are met with the baby gator and the big sis. Big Sis is the one that was the one creating all of our adventures and all of our games. And this is where we get our name, which is our hero name, Lil Gator. I love it so much. And we learned that 100 billion years ago, we went on this awesome adventure. But yeah, now Big Sis going off to college and doesn't have time for the games anymore. So just playing around. We'll have some good fun. So Martin here will give us our first quest, which he just asked us, hey, bring me that pot. And Martin turns that pot lid into a shield, which we can use to slide around. We call that shield surfing. And I'm gonna use that shield to climb up this mountain in absolutely not the way you're supposed to. The way you're supposed to play this first game, as I like to call it, little island game, normally is there's this NPC that will sell you a bracelet, which will give you a stamina bar. That's a little character right to our left under there, all the way down at the bottom there. But we're just gonna choose to ignore the bracelet because we don't need it, it's okay. So Avery here, at first was starting up this restaurant and it's gonna give us some quest. I don't know exactly what it was because she destroyed the they destroyed the restaurants because it was a bad idea, I guess. I don't know. So then their quest was make your own hat, and our reward was that glider that you saw me use very briefly. Picked up our sword, which is actually just a stick that we found stuck in the ground. And after that, since we finished all of our requests, we come over, show Big Sis how awesome we look. And she's like, you know, you look very cool, you look awesome, but I'm still too busy. And Avery just cartwheels into the water, as you do. We get this nice long text string from Tom, which basically just says, hey, where are you? We're playing that game that you wanted us to play on this big island here. So turns out we were in the absolute wrong spot, but it's okay. Talk to Esther, tell them I kind of know what I'm doing. Yeah, we just have 3 main quests to do and 35 friends to make until we can finish the game. So while we get started on our first quest, I'm gonna pass it on over to Sun and see if she has anything for us. If she has anything.
I do indeed. Oh, this game is so cute. I love it. But as a reminder, we do have more incentives open. We've got some stuff coming up, but we also have a rhythm block happening later today, and we have an incentive open for one of those games called Amplitude, and it is the Let It Roll incentive, where if it gets met, a tea tree, the runner, instead of using a predetermined set list, is going to roll a die to determine which songs they're going to play. You don't want to miss that. That's going to be so much fun and chaos, so get your donations in for that. And every donation goes towards unlocking more Marathon, because we have a bonus game tonight if we can reach $1,025 raised. We are just a little over $350 away from that. Chat, I know we can do that. I know we can reach that milestone. And of course, every donation goes towards our incredible cause, Little Warriors.
Thank you. I also hear the runner of that bonus game is very cool, so you're not going to want to miss that. But right up here, meeting up with these lovely folks who can't quite decide what they want to eat. So they give us little hints as to what they might want, so we just tell them, you want this, this, and this. And just like that, we've made 3 friends. Easy peasy. I'm missing. Oh, hi. So for one of our quests that we picked up from I'm blanking on names, from Jean, Anton, and Suzanne, there we are, was to defeat those blue slime monsters to drop a super rare yellow triangle, which actually just turned out to be a half a cheese sandwich, which I find very funny. We can talk to Sierra here, pick up our shuriken for 500 craft stuff, which is like the one thing in the run that we need the craft stuff for, so we're glad we had enough. Come over here, chase this beetle around for Anton. But while we're doing that, we're going to, get off the tree. I'm gonna come over here, free pot kid from the pots. Make sure, yep, there you are. Bring the beetle over. Give the ore that we found on the beach to Suzanne. Walk over here just a bit so that Anton will catch the beetle, and now we just have to swing our sword, use that auto attack that I mentioned at the start, to turn this ore into a Paleolithic tool, which is a word that I have such a hard time saying. But this is going to be our new weapon, I suppose, which very cool. We talk to Jean, give them the half a cheese sandwich, and they give us this platter we have on our bag now. Talk to Anton, they thank us for chasing the beetle around and helping them catch us. And we talk to Jill. Well, Jill, we've helped everyone finish up their projects, so now we are all friends and we have time to play. Very nice. And that finishes up our first main quest of the run. And yeah, we're just gonna be making our way over to our second one, But on the way, we're gonna talk to Tiffany and Carol here. We'll destroy all of these cursed pots, I suppose you could call them, because everything has to be pink, because pink is awesome. Talk to Tiffany. Come over here, talk to Carol. Say you've been on the phone for far too long. Tiffany's waiting for you. And we're all friends now. Alright. Move over past the playground. Say hey to Big Sis on the way. So that we can make our way over here on top of this hill to our right to Martin and Martin's friends. But first we have to save Robin from the scary monsters. So, just gotta climb our way up this mountain here, talk to Martin and the cool kids. And we see that they're just hanging around, not having any fun in the water park. What's up with that? So, we're just gonna turn it on. They're gonna be like, hey, water? Not cool, man. And they're gonna turn it off. How rude. So we have to find out where they all went and convince them to turn the water back on. Because water parks are awesome. I mean, what? Talk to Joe here. Tell him to do an awesome pose to impress the cool kids. Joe is a cool kid in my heart. So we get our next movement item from Mr. Dodler here, just that bubblegum. Going to play chess in, just absolutely the normal way, of course. Just throw a shuriken at a table. And Tony was so impressed by our chess skills that they gave us the entire chessboard. Oh, how nice of them. To Cade and Marlo. Cade wants to impress Marlo by doing a super cool cannonball, but they're worried that they won't look cool. But we convince them that they're awesome and they should just go for it. And here Lucas wants to impress Martin because Martin is so awesome. We just tell them, just be yourself, you're cool. And watch Power Fighter Z. So we just have 2 more quests to finish up on the way. But, so how are you feeling so far about the run?
I am loving this run. It's so cute and has some really nice messages about like being confident and yourself and stuff. I love it. It's so good. I also want to remind everyone a little bit more about that bonus game if we hit that $1,025 milestone. Spin Rhythm XD is an EDM-based rhythm game with a unique core mechanic. Notes are played by spinning a wheel with colored segments and matching colors on the wheel with the notes. Featuring incredible beats, giant raccoons, and a custom-made remix of a Celeste song by Lena Raine, the composer of Celeste, made for the game, you don't want to miss this journey into the rhythm dimension. Every donation goes towards unlocking that milestone, so get your donations in if you want to see that.
Thank you. And, wasn't supposed to do that yet, whoops. So for this quest here, we have to help Jada, basically restore this tree that grew in, like, the worst place possible. But right there, I just did a bit of a skip by throwing the shuriken into that sign and then hopping onto my shield. For some reason, the game sort of thinks that whatever, like, when you hit the sign, it'll take the damage from if you were on your shield, and it'll break it in 1 hit instead of 3. So just saved a little bit of time there. But now we finished up all of our quests here, so we can turn the water back on, because along the way we learned that everyone actually wanted the water on, but they each thought that everyone else was too cool. So they were like, oh, man, yeah, I guess we can turn it off. But yeah, we just convinced them, hey, water parks are awesome. So, we just have one final main quest. We tell Madeline, I have no idea what I'm doing. Hop on to Billy here, make our way up to this mountain here so we can climb up right there to our left. Just make sure I don't mess this up. There we go. That's like strangely tight, and I'm so glad that I made that. Because I would have had to climb up like, normally, and that would have been very sad. But for this main quest here, Velma, Andromeda, and Esme all want different themes for their new restaurant. So we have to talk to all of them, sort of help them figure out how to work together on it. Because, you know, teamwork is great. So for Esme here, all they want is some ice cream. Some definitely not blood-flavored ice cream. I promise you, it's just black cherry, don't worry about it. It might look like blood, but it's not, I promise. So we're just gonna enjoy some ice cream with Esme here. And in the process, we ourselves get turned into a vampire. So as you may know, vampires don't like the sun, but we have SPF 50,000 sunscreen, so we're okay. Back to here, skip some rocks because skipping rocks is awesome. Yeah, hop back up here, meet up with Andromeda right beneath us here, who is our space person, and they're being attacked by all these spooky, scary space monsters. And we have to convince them that we ourselves are not one. So they give us the space blaster, which we're not quite going to use yet because the shuriken is just a little bit more precise. But since the space blaster has a higher FPS, or higher fire rate, I suppose, we're going to use that for that last one there. We're actually going to, trade out the space blaster for our bubblegum because it's actually just that good. Yeah, the bubblegum is so useful, but for Twig here, they just want us to do a cool flip. And yeah, that's everyone's best friend because Twig is awesome. Come over here, talk to Louisa, who just wants a little head pat to be told everything will be okay, because everything will be okay. And Vilma here wants the cowboy theme, so we're gonna wrangle up all of the cow kids, as they call them. And yeah, now we're all good, we're all friends. We get this super cute cowboy hat, which I can't exactly put on right now, unfortunately. But for Tanner, they just want us to destroy all of these fake pots, or the imposters as I like to call them. And we're all good, all friends. And at this point, we should have 31 friends, so we're glad that we have made it to where we need to be. We're just gonna climb up the side of this hill here to meet up with Avery and all of our friends. And they decide that they can actually work together on the restaurant. They each have their own role in the process of making it, and we're all good. So one more little bit of gameplay that we have to do. We have to make our way to the playground here right in front of us. We have to build up this super awesome town with all of our new friends. And then there will be just a little bit more. So, should just be a few more minutes. Oops. Just have to show off our awesome building skills. Tom is like, maybe we should make some friends and have them help us out. So really, in a casual playthrough, you really should normally be coming here first and learning all of this, but we're speedrunners, we don't have to do that, that's okay. So all of these boards here are sort of ideas for what to build in the town. So, and honestly, these kids here are so, like, talented, like, they're so impressive with their builds, like, I could never do this. So, we are going to talk to our friends, show Big Sis our new town and how awesome it is. She tells us it's very cool, it is, but she's still too busy. So we're going through this little flashback sequence where it's all just movement, and we have to learn why Big Sis can't fight with us anymore. So, we just have maybe a couple more minutes of movement, so Sal, if you have anything else for us before we get to the end, we got some time.
Yeah, absolutely. We have one of the great things about Little Warriors is that they are a Canada-based charity, so that means all donations are in Canadian dollars. One Canadian dollar right now is about 72 cents USD, so that means if you're in the US, you only have to donate about $14.42 in order to donate $20 Canadian to the cause. Or conversely, if you want to donate $20 USD, you'd actually be contributing about almost $28 Canadian to the cause. And one Great British pound is about $1.80 Canadian. So if you want to check out the current exchange rate and do your own calculations, you can type !rate in chat. And of course, we are still trying to get to that milestone. Every donation counts toward it. Let's keep the momentum going.
Thank you. And we are actually coming up right on the end here. Time will end as soon as I break this last piece of cardboard down at the bottom. Getting a little bit stuck, oopsie. So that is going to be time. That came up a bit faster than I thought. But yeah, that was Lil Gator Game Any %. And in this little cutscene, we're gonna have a nice, as I call it, grown-up chat with Big Sis, and we learn exactly why she can't play with us, and we learn that, you know, that's okay. Sometimes you have to do grown-up stuff. But yeah, that was Lil Gator Game. I hope everyone enjoyed watching that. I absolutely had a wonderful time playing it, so thank you for having me.
Welcome. And if people want to see more of you, where can they find you, Mango?
Yeah, you can find me here on Twitch at twitch.tv/theemaskedmango. Or if YouTube or Twitter, Blue Sky, any of that is more your thing, it's pretty much the exact same name everywhere. The Masked Mango, THEE Masked Mango.
Awesome. I believe you also have another run in the event.
I do. I have another run tomorrow night at, I believe, around about 10 o'clock Eastern. I'm going to be running Dicey Dungeons, actually with Cell on Dormitory, so it's going to be great.
Mm-hmm. I'm very excited for that. Dicey Dungeons is a great game.
Oh, it's great. It's going to be a great time.
Well, thank you so much, Mango, for this fantastic run. So cute, so adorable. I have had a blast being here. We'll be back in just a moment, everyone, so don't go away. All right, everyone, let's give another huge round of applause to Mango for that adorable run. Lil Gator Game was so cute. But of course, we have more runs coming up tonight, including Amplitude, which is going to be part of our rhythm block later. And we actually got another donation in talking about Amplitude. It's $25 from Anonymous that says, Amplitude? I haven't seen that game in a hot minute. I'm hoping to hear some Dalatect. I'm hoping so as well, and that might be possible if we get that Let It Roll incentive met. That incentive means that a T-Tree, rather than playing a pre-prepared set list, is going to actually roll dice to determine which games or which songs we're going to get to hear. So if that sounds exciting to you, because it does to me, get your donations in. We are at 50% of the way to getting that unlocked. We only need 25 Canadian dollars more to meet that incentive. And of course, every donation goes towards that milestone for that bonus game. That's going to be Spin Rhythm XD. And yes, if you haven't seen the schedule yet, I am going to be the runner. So if you've been enjoying me as host, if you want to see more of me in this event, donate towards getting Spin Rhythm XD unlocked. I promise you, I have been cooking an incredible set list for you all. It's going to be really, really great, but we have to donate to get there. So with that being said, I have been your host, Salkuthmai. It has been an absolute pleasure. I hope to see you all later tonight during Rhythm Block, but in the meantime, we have more fantastic runs before we get there. We have a fantastic new host coming up. Toro Knight will be with you in just a moment after this break.
And as a reminder, we are doing this for little warriors